For all you mad bastards loving the Big Show podcast, get up even closer on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok. Or raw dog it. 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki.
Well, here we are again, fellas.
Back here today.
Nestling at the breast of Mother Radio. I don't mind it, you know what I mean?
What's that?
Nestling at the breast of Mother Radio.
Nestling? I think it's nuzzling.
Nuzzling or suckling at the breast of Mother Radio. How are we, fellas? We all
Pretty good. Pretty pumped to be back at work. Had a good long weekend, but I spent the vast majority of it drinking.
Oh, no.
But I did it in a good way. I did it in a fun way. I caught up with people that I hadn't seen for a long time.
Sure.
That's a good time.
So it was really good.
Yeah.
Great. Really good fun.
I too had a lovely long weekend.
Yeah.
Really, really productive.
Yeah.
But also really enjoyable, but no drinking.
Good on you, mate.
You were saying reproductive as well.
Speaking
AJ's.
of which, Pugsan.
Nah. This is you, brother. This
Just
is
draws the
all
spotlight over onto himself. He loves it.
He does, and he's got that smile again, but that's all good. That's all good. I mean, each to their own. Fill your boots.
I had a
man.
fantastic long weekend, fellas. Thanks for
Did you?
asking.
Who
What-
asked you, man?
Me.
Yeah.
A few gigs and that.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
social
well,
events.
we'll discuss the gig that we all have in common maybe in the show.
Yes,
What
absolutely.
an absolute doozy it was.
Yeah.
Donker.
But I recall, though, Mogi, that your guests had a child, didn't they?
They did.
But
Yeah.
that was okay, I didn't.
No, it was great. He was a great little fella. He slept all through the night. I mean, they've got to be pretty bad to bother me.
Yes.
Yeah, he was sweet. Sweet little fella he was, little smiler. He was either smiling or moaning,
Yeah.
you know?
That's pretty much kids for you,
that's
though, isn't it?
that
You know
is
what I mean?
exactly,
It's
yeah.
either
Yeah.
shitting their pants or being really, really cute.
Very cute little fella he
My
was.
wife's doing this thing at the moment,
Where she's doing the same thing.
like smiling or shitting herself.
Yeah.
No, not quite. But she's doing the whole baby thing. She's
Which is what?
Not like us having babies.
Yeah.
What's
But
that?
she wants babies. That's
Just to
her-
hang out with.
Ah, right.
She give me a baby to hold because
Right.
she is one of the most maternal people you will ever meet in your life, and she loves babies.
Yeah.
And so she sends the family like cute babies videos.
Right.
And all the girls.
Yeah, but
are-
you send me cute baby
and all the
videos too.
girls
You
are
love
like,
it.
Mum needs a baby. Who's going to be first?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's sweet.
And they're feeling the pressure of it, of making her a grandmother.
Oh, really?
Whereas I feel no pressure whatsoever about being a grandfather.
No.
Because all they do is smile or shit.
You'll love it once you got it. But,
Yes.
yeah. No rushes there.
yeah. You maternal pug son?
Not particularly.
What about paternal?
Yeah, massively.
Yeah.
No.
Bit different.
To be honest, I don't know. I haven't had any urges to be.
Oh, you've had
father.
urges.
Oh, you've had
father.
Don't-
Yeah,
oh,
to be
right,
a
okay.
father,
Because you had plenty of other urges.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
I was talking to a fella about that over the weekend, actually. He was 47. His missus is keen to have a kid. And he's like, I'm too old for that.
Right.
I was like, yeah, man, tell her to beat it.
It is a really interesting thing, that whole when you have a kid. You know, because quite a few people go, I want to establish my career and do all that sort of stuff, and then I'll have a kid. And they're in their mid-40s sort of thing, or 50, or...
Like old Mogi.
Like, you know, and other people like me, you know...
Just couldn't quite be disciplined in the love-making act, could you?
Just seemed to have like 50 all at once when I was like 10. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, fuck, I've only got 4 kids.
That's right.
But, yeah.
But then the beauty of it is it's not all over, but, you know,
Yeah, well,
you'll have
now,
your lives back soon.
well, now, yeah, 3 of them are
Give or
overseas
take.
doing their thing, and I've got the little one still, of course, but it's only a matter of time before she goes, all right, I'm over you guys.
Yeah.
She's already talking about getting a flat, and we're like,
Well, she's already saying that. She just won't leave.
yeah, well, it's like...
She's over you, but she's
it's-
staying.
It's like, okay, that's cool, but how are you going to pay for said
Yeah,
flat?
yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show Podcast.
I had a mate came up, a mate and a cousin. He's a mate and a cousin. And he came up and his daughter's up here doing, she's doing an arts degree. And he went round to her house and they've done nothing about the lawn. So front and back is just completely overgrown.
Right.
Over knee height and probably back lawn would have been 10 square metres. And then front garden, probably half that size again, but really tricky to get into, like a real ball achy sort of thing. So, of course, being 19 or whatever she is, she's got there's no lawnmower, there's nothing. He used a fork and a bread knife.
What?
Really?
And did the entire back lawn and the front garden with a knife. He just put his headphones on us and put some house music on.
What?
And then just cut the lawn and did all of the weeding with those two items.
That is fucked.
Unreal, eh? Like, I would have just thrown money at that. But
They're
he's like,
hard.
no, I'm doing it. And he likes doing a bit of gardening. But like, so, yeah, literally a bread knife.
Far out.
Yeah.
My
That's Gebo for anybody out there wondering.
my
Backbone.
wife's dad had the same scenario. He had quite a big back lawn, massively overgrown, massive, and he didn't have a lawnmower or anything like that. So he bought a goat. That's true. He bought a fucking goat.
Yeah.
And went, oh, that'll work. It didn't. It
No.
didn't really work. And so then he had to get rid of the goat and sort of be a responsible. I see the front pug, son. Be a responsible human
Jeez.
being. But I tell you what, that's actually quite nice to put your headphones on and go out and potter around in the garden.
I said, did she help you? He goes, no, she's got a real phobia about spiders and that. I said, should she bring you a bit of water, drink of water? Nah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
just
blame the parents.
you just did it all yourself. We also had, because we got massive lawns and we didn't have a lawnmower or a weed eater, and our lawns got to about that height too. It was just out of control. And so my wife had had enough, and there was a young guy.
Oh, yeah.
There was
What was his name again?
actually, he wasn't a young guy. He's about my age, but this is when I was in my mid to late 20s.
Right.
And
Terry.
and she knew he did lawns and stuff. Good looking fella too, actually.
He'll mow your lawns for you, that fella. That bastard's always mowing people's lawns.
He was a good looking fella, and she said, I've asked him to come over and do the lawns. And I remember going, well, I mean, I can...
I dabble in lawn mowing myself.
I'm sure I could.
All
I've
of a
been
sudden,
known to do a lawn.
down.
All of a sudden, he's
Weed
found the
whacker.
motivation that has avoided him for months.
But I didn't, of course, because we didn't have a lawn. We didn't have a lawnmower or a weed trimmer. And he came around, and they were so bad he just had to use a weed whacker because he couldn't use his lawnmower because they were way too long.
Right.
And then it took him ages, and he finished that, and he walked up into our sort of deck there and said, "Don't ever let them get that fucking long again." And then he walked off.
You're paying him though, aren't you?
It is a funny thing where people
I don't
hate
know
their
that I
job
did.
so much that they, they resent people for having to do. It's like, well,
Yes.
if I don't do this, then you've got no
Then,
job.
yeah,
It's like,
you're not getting any work.
I've got
Yeah.
a corner of my garden that's so overgrown that I can't eat, not even the weed. I can't even really go in there with a weed whacker. I have to sort of, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. You
Right,
know,
gasoline.
I'm talking like grass this tall. You
Can't
know.
see.
Well, as
What
tall
is it
as-
about the corner that you
as-
can't get in there?
As tall as the desk. But when you're using the weed whacker, it just gets all tangled up and fucks out on me.
Yeah, you need to get a bread knife.
And a
fork.
fork.
Yeah. Or just dig it up. That's my other thinking. It's just I'm going to dig it up
Yeah.
By a goat.
or buy a goat.
Yeah.
So you had a good weekend, eh, Pug
Get
son?
inside your goat.
Did what?
You could get the grass to get inside your goat.
Yeah, get inside. Yeah.
Really
Deep
gets
inside your goat.
I thought that was an excellent idea, by the way. I thought, yeah, what a great idea, buying a goat. to
Didn't
do your
work.
look- and just let it graze there the whole time, you
Yeah.
know? But
You get a little pow.
And then I think all the neighbours complained because it was a real bleater.
Yeah, it was a real yarner.
You know what I mean? Because it
Yeah.
was probably standing on the lawn going, I'm not eating this fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's massively overgrown. I want fresh new grass, bitches.
So good, man.
Hey, fellas.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
no Keezy today as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Or for the rest of the week.
Fucking lazy bastard.
Sorry he's not here, fellas.
That's okay,
Same.
Pug son.
Nice. That's good.
I like having you here.
Oh, thanks, man. That's good. I wasn't fishing.
Well, it's your good vibes that you send off all the time. And that,
I got good vibes.
yeah, man.
Oh, that's lovely.
Filled your boots and
Huh?
Huh?
What's that?
What?
you've had a really good weekend, and that's good. And you bring that energy into the studio, and that's good, man.
Listen to the Hauraki Big Show.
Well,
4 to
don't,
7.
I mean, we don't really care.
No, we would 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki. And check out the Radio Hauraki YouTube channel at Hauraki Big Show on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Yeah, good on you.
Hey, you missed a fire alarm, by the way, Mogi.
I arrived for it, but I couldn't get in.
Oh,
so I was
right.
just sitting out on the street.
Nice.
Yeah,
Did you
it's
have a
good.
durry?
Nah, mate.
Scotch?
I had so many over the weekend, I've got to take a little break.
Yes. Good shit, mate.